Walking around Tsukiji Market, I can't help but to feel a mix of excitement and just a little bit of disappointment. I've always wanted to visit the famous Tsukiji Fish Market when it was still home to the iconic tuna auctions. Tsukiji Market first opened in 1935 and quickly became an iconic part of Tokyo's food culture. There was something special about the idea of seeing those massive tuna being auctioned off in person. Sadly, that part of history has moved on to Toyosu. But even with the changes, this newer Tsukiji Market is still well worth visiting. There's so much to see, eat, and experience. It keeps the spirit alive. That being said, there are definitely some tourist traps here that you should be aware of. Some stalls are clearly aimed at tourists with prices that are way too high for what you're getting. But if you keep your eyes open, you can find plenty of great deals, fresh fish at a fair price. Tsukiji is still packed with amazing food options. You just have to know where to look. Look for the smaller, less flashy stalls, and you'll discover some real hidden gems.
Let's see.
It's amazing how something as simple as cooking eggs can be transformed into an art form by the Japanese. This tamago, or Japanese omelet, is made right here on the street, but watching it come together, it feels like you're witnessing a finely tuned culinary performance. The finesse and the dexterity of the staff is mesmerizing. Each layer of egg cooked perfectly, then rolled into itself, creating that fluffy texture that makes tamago so unique. The Japanese take pride in elevating even the simplest foods, and tamago is a perfect example of that. It's not just about cooking an egg, it's about mastering temperature control, knowing when to roll, and achieving that perfect consistency. The staff here move with such precision, almost like they're performing a well-practiced dance, making sure every layer is cooked just right before rolling on to the next. It's hard to believe that something so delicious is only 200 yen.
They should come here. Then you go and then some.
When it's finally done, you're left with this beautiful golden omelet glistening with just a bit of shine. It's a classic example of how Japanese street food can become both visually appealing and incredibly delicious. The sweetness of the egg balances perfectly with the fluffy texture, giving you a bite that's almost like a savory dessert.
It's so different from mine, right? I can make like that.
うまい。うまい。
よかったね。
すごい。すごい。
Speak English.
え It's delicious.
I wanna eat.
あ、すみません。
As we continued exploring the market, we came across a stall offering free samples of roasted and sugar-coated soybeans. It's always nice when vendors take the time to share their products like this. Makes you feel a little bit more connected to the place. Handing us a little bit of roasted and sugar-coated soybeans to try. And while these were tasty, I have to say, this is something you can easily find at grocery stores all over Japan. Probably even at a better price. They're a common snack here, and while they aren't unique to Tsukiji, it's still a nice treat to enjoy as we wander around the market. The roasted soybeans had a nice crunch to them. Simple, salty, and just the right amount of roasted flavor. And the sugar-coated ones were a fun contrast, with a sweet coating that made them almost like candy. Even though these aren't anything too special or exclusive, it was still a pleasant little snack to keep us going. Plus, the gesture from the vendor really made it feel like a warm moment in the middle of the hustle and bustle. Next up, we stumbled across these delicious-looking Matsuzaka beef croquettes. Matsuzaka beef is one of Japan's top-quality Wagyu, known for its incredible marbling and rich flavor. So I knew we had to try these. The staff at the stall were super friendly, and they helped us pick out a couple of different flavors. Each croquette was only 350 yen, which is a pretty reasonable price, especially considering the beef was high quality. The vendor was incredibly welcoming, which just adds to the experience, honestly. It's one of my favorite parts about coming to these markets, that people are so warm and passionate about what they're serving. And the croquettes were definitely worth it, not just the taste, but the experience of trying something so uniquely Japanese. Whether you go for the classic beef or something with a bit of a twist, can't go wrong, and at 350 yen, it's one of those street foods that lets you really taste the quality without breaking the bank.
This is better. Much better.
Give me that one back.
This is more like a potato.
I'm getting food on my bag. So good. You can't get anything in Canada like this.
Can go there. One can go this way. Oh, unagi あるよ。
They have small portion?
No. You wanna move or what?
Next up, I found one of my favorites, Unagi barbecue deal. I absolutely love unagi, and this stall had it for just 400 yen, which is honestly a pretty good deal. The eel was perfectly grilled with that delicious soy glaze that makes it tender and so flavorful. I know some people might feel unsure about eating eel. It's definitely not something everyone grows up with, but trust me, you've got to try it at least once. The combination of smoking char from the grill and the savory sweet glaze makes it an unforgettable experience. Honestly, barbecue unagi is one of those foods that just melts in your mouth.
Behind you.
すいません。
すみません。Oh, okay.
来烤鳗鱼川贝，这边是鳗鱼饭。
Really tasty. I have to go fast though, eh?
Soft?
Hey, curry bread.
As we were walking around the market, we noticed some bukukan sweets. These beautiful traditional Japanese candies, stored in colorful tins. Bukukan is actually a type of kampeito, or other small sugar-based candies, that have a long history in Japan. Originally, kampeito was introduced to Japan by Portuguese traders during the 16th century. These candies were even presented as gifts to the imperial court back in the day. The German tins that come in now are just as much a part of the experience as the candies themselves. Here's something I really wanted to try, the sea urchin bun. Only 30 of these are sold each day, and as you can see, they were already sold out by the time we got here. Looks like I wasn't the only one with this idea. Hey, even Polo from Tokyo beat me to it. Guess he's making a special cameo in my video today. Enjoy the free publicity.
Talking about him, but I know him.
Well, he's talking about the most famous teacher.
That's not him.
Okay, good.
As we explored Tsukiji Market, we came across some vendors selling Wagyu beef on skewers. And while Wagyu is definitely amazing, the price here is pretty steep. Almost 10,000 yen for just a skewer. This is definitely one of those tourist traps you need to be on the lookout for. You're often paying more for the experience of buying it at a famous market rather than the quality of the food itself.
Those shrimp don't look very lively. To be fair, there's not a lot of room to swim around. Oh my god. They have it though. Be careful.
As we continue to explore the market, we lucked out and got ourselves some more free handouts. This time a tasty sample of dried aji sabi, horse mackerel, also known as jack mackerel. It was really tasty. Looks like we have a cameo from another YouTube personality, Leon the Lobster. Nice to see so many YouTube personalities coming all the way to Tsukiji Market in Tokyo.
Leon is doing good.
Okay. Oh.
刺身用ホットパック。ほらいい。
To wrap up our visit, we stopped at this little sushi stall, and we had some of the freshest fish on display. We decided to go for two standard options: fatty tuna, which is always a favorite of mine, and nodoguro, also known as blackthroat sea perch. This fish is considered a luxury here in Japan. It's known for its rich, buttery flavor, and I've been waiting to try it for a while.
Itadakimasu.
Sushi.
Oh.
I never eat.
Oh.
Is it good?
Oh my.
How's that?
Umai.
Sushi. 500円だもん。1つ500円。Expensive than the fat.
Really? Not as good. Not so impressed.
The fatty tuna, or Ōtoro, it did not disappoint. The texture is so buttery and soft it practically falls apart in your mouth. It's just perfection. It's like biting into a stick of butter. Then we moved on to the nodoguro, and wow, it's no wonder this fish is considered a luxury. The flavor is incredibly rich and delicate, at the same time with a subtle sweetness that makes it feel almost decadent. It was such a treat to end our market adventure with these two amazing bites.
She put soy sauce on my fish. I like soy sauce on my fish, but I want to try the fish like that I haven't had before, the way it tastes. Here, you take these ones. Mark, I'm excited.
Very funny.
Itadakimasu. Mmm. Mark. Very tasty.
Now, something funny that happened after we finished our sushi, I ended up chatting with a couple of people who asked me if I was a YouTuber, and well, I had to sadly inform them that while yes, I am indeed a YouTuber, I am not one with much of a following just yet. But lucky for me, they were kind enough to drop me a subscription on the spot. Honestly, moments like this mean the world to me. So if you happen to be watching this, thank you so much for subscribing. Your support really makes a difference. And I'm grateful to have met you. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up and dropping a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Your feedback really helps me out. And hey, if you want to hang out live, I also stream on Twitch. So feel free to come and say hello there too. Until next time.